Harvard University professor Alan Dershowitz is probably one of the biggest advocates of the state of Israel in the world. We caught him on his latest visit to Israel to pick his brain about the current situation in the Middle East and the relationship between the American Jewry and Israel, which has taken an interesting turn in recent years.
Never mind compromising Israel's.
Dershowitz claims he feels right at home when asked about his frequent trips to the Jewish state.
It's practically home. I come here all the time. I love coming to Israel. I can't imagine a year without a visit to Israel.
President Perez claimed recently that Israel has become a political island. Dershowitz sees that a bit differently.
It depends on what island you're talking about. New York is an island as well. Israel is a very important island. It is surrounded by bad neighbors and some good neighbors, but it is not an island economically. It is not an island intellectually. It is not an island politically. So it depends on what perspective you look at it from.
Professor Dershowitz talks about the healthy involvement in the relationship between Israel and the American Jewry, which he sees as a very positive process.
The Jewish community in Israel and the Jewish community in the United States are partners. It's no longer big brother, small brother. We're equal partners. For the first time in history, there are more Jews in Israel than in the United States. American Jewry benefits tremendously from the intellectual capital of what's going on in Israel. Israel's startup economy has helped the United States. So it's a true partnership. It still gives me great pleasure to invest in Israeli bonds and to contribute to some of the important Israeli charities, but I do it in the spirit of partnership.
And this is what Dershowitz predicts 2014 is going to look like for Israel.
2014, it may be one of the most important years, not only in Israeli history, but in world history. We're seeing the culmination both of the ongoing negotiations between the Palestinians and Israel. It's a 9-month period that will end in 2014. The Iranian deal culminates either in a full deal or something else in 2014. We're seeing the retirement of one of Israel's most important leaders historically, Shimon Peres, in 2014. Very, very important year. I think 2014 may well be the year of peace between Israel and the Palestinians, because it is so clearly in the interest of Palestinians to make peace now, and it is clearly, I believe, in the interest of Israel as well. There's never been a weaker Hamas. There's never been less stability to the north. There's never been a better potential for creating relations in the south with Saudi Arabia and the Emirates. This is a propitious and perfect time for peace.
During his visit to Israel, Dershowitz met with students, and when asked how Israel is doing in the PR arena, he proclaimed the country is doing very bad and he would grade it a C-. For JN1, I'm Jacobsohn in Israel.